So every time I've been taking him to the doctor, getting a swallow study test and all these type of things, we would physically see him aspirating and choking. But on the machine that they had down in his throat that was recording, it would not catch to record anything for them to have nothing to go off. They say they couldn't figure it out. So for years, we just was winging it. When he strangled, when he started to do it, we just pat him on the chest, pat him on his back, and try to help him and hope for the best. But every time he was actually doing that, little bits of fluid was trickling down. And then on top of that, me trying to brush his teeth, it happened a lot because, of course, he has no control. So me trying to get in there, brush his tongue, I didn't do it all the time because but I try to do it enough, especially when I start to, smell his breath. I can imagine if your breath smell like that, it gotta taste funny. And so I just wanted to clean his mouth, But every time I was doing that, guess what was happening? Little drops of fluids. Every time. For years. He'll be 22 years old, July the 21st. So for all these years, just all of this. And it was just waiting for, I guess it was festering. And then it was just waiting for the right type of spark for it to ignite. And my oldest son had to come back and live with us for a minute. And he went out one night and came back with a cold. And then my baby ended up with the cold. And I treated the cold, because it was just mild, like little cold symptoms. It wasn't really doing much. So I treated it. It got better. And then I gave him a bath. In the middle of the night. He just went to crying. He's not a crier. He's not fussy. He's not none of that. He just went to crying and acting not like himself. And like he was in a lot of pain. So we jumped up and took him to the emergency room. Little emergency room right here in a little small town close to where we live at. And they prescribed him some antibiotics and they sent us right back home. We probably wasn't there in no time.